And please put your hands together for Donna Zerner. Coming from the front row.
It was early 2016, and I desperately needed a break from work and from rainy Portland, and most of all, from news about the presidential campaign. It was still during the primaries, and I was hopelessly addicted to the Donald Trump reality show. I had no control over my impulse to constantly be checking my phone to find out what was the latest outrageous, crazy, stupid thing that he said or did. And after a while, it was just too much. It was like making me sick, and I needed to reset in nature. So my husband and I took a trip to the big island of Hawaii. So I'm standing on the deck of our Airbnb house, and it's on the edge of a low cliff overlooking deep water with the ocean spread out in front of us. And I am praying and looking for whales. I need to see a whale. Whales are my spirit animals. To me, they represent soul wisdom and depth and compassion. And I knew if I saw a whale, that would be the healing antidote that would cure, my Trump toxicity. So I'm looking and looking and looking, and then, like right 50 yards in front, right in front of our house, I see this long, dark gray, bumpy shape come up out of the water, and a spray come up, and then it went back down. It was a humpback whale right there. I was so happy, and I immediately started talking to it, like, whale, oh, thank you so much, I love you. Come back, I need to see you again. And about 10 minutes later, there it was, like in the same spot, right there, coming up, curving up, spraying water, and then going back down. And I was like, again, I need to see you again. Please do me this favor. Do you know how much money I've given to Greenpeace? And about 15 minutes later, there it was again, coming up, surfacing, blowing spray, going back down. And this went on for every 10, 15 minutes, the whale would surface. And it went on for over an hour. And it was so thrilling for a while. And then I got a little bored. I think my brain has been rewired by just constant digital stimulation, and it's really hard for me just to be present when not a lot is going on. I mean, the whale wasn't doing anything all that interesting. It wasn't bragging about grabbing dolphins by the pussy or tweeting that all orcas are racist. It was just coming up, going down. So I actually had my anti-boredom machine right there. There's my iPhone. So I thought, I'll just check the headlines really quick, just for a second. And so I pulled up my phone and I looked at the news, and it was like, whoa. At last night's primary debate, Trump bragged about the size of his penis. I had to read about that. So soon I was like hunched over, eyeballs glued to the screen, oblivious to everything else, until I heard my husband yell, "Oh my God!" And I look up just in time to see a huge splash. My husband yelled, "That was the most amazing thing I have ever seen." Damn it. The whale had breached, had leaped up out of the water, and I had missed it. I couldn't believe the timing. It was like the whale was taunting me, saying, "Who are you going to choose? Me or the orange clown?" I was so upset. I was like, this. I threw my phone down. I was like, this is not how I want to live. Missing out on beautiful things of real life because I can't control my addiction to looking at the news. I wanted to cry. And then, right in front of us, soaring up out of the water, there is this massive humpback whale flying in sheer joy, turning in midair, and then coming down on his back with a huge splash. Oh, it was like the whale was saying, "Woman, I'm giving you another chance." Redemption! I was so happy. And then it came up again, soaring high, turning, and then boom, coming down with a splash. And I knew it was just for us because it was right in front of our house. There was no one else around. And the whale breached in front of us again and again and again, 6 times total. And I swear, on the last time, we made eye contact. My whole body felt electrified. I couldn't stop laughing. I've never felt so alive and connected. And then, with a final dive and a wave of its giant tail, the whale was gone. Well, it's 20 months later, and I still struggle more than I would like with my addiction to the Trump reality show, which should have ended a year ago. Just want to say that for the record. But every time I think of the whale, I am reminded that every day I have a choice. I could look down or look up. Thank you.